There will be some big changes on your next credit card statement.
On Monday, the final phase of the Credit Card Act went into effect. Ava Wilhite breaks down the changes that you'll see on statements and what the cost to consumers will be. Ava?
Credit cards will now come with a warning label after a landmark act was passed last year. Statistics show the average American carries $8,000 worth of debt, and lawmakers plan to stop that growing debt with this Credit Card Act. Credit cards save many people from a tight situation, and for many others it's caused more harm than good. Buying now and paying later has helped create billions of dollars in credit card debt. In 2009, Congress passed the Credit Card Act to try and prevent millions more Americans from continuing to go into debt.
They really fought hard. The industry group really fought hard to prevent this law from being passed, and their logic was that it's going to increase the cost of business, and ultimately the cost is going to be passed down to the consumer, which it will.
Purdue professor Shugato Chakravarti says the Credit Card Act is a 1,100-page document mandated by Congress to stop predatory and deceptive practices, like increasing rates without warning, hidden fees, and universal default rates.
Overall, there's going to be more transparency. So credit card companies will not be allowed to get away with a lot of stuff that they've been doing blatantly in terms of increasing rates and, pretty much fees, hidden fees that would come in and consumers would not be aware a lot of times.
More transparency means physical changes on monthly statements, like amortization schedules. Statements will now explain how long it will take you to pay your credit card off if you only continue to pay the minimum payments. Statements will also have to provide locations on where you can receive credit card counseling.
It also brings awareness to perhaps what has happened in the industry, and hopefully will give cardholders the understanding that they need to be very vigilant as far as reading all their notices from their issuer, understanding what the notices mean, and they can be very confusing.
PEFCU credit card program specialist Stephanie Hange says there are still some tricks left up company sleeves, like saying rates will never change.
To confuse a cardholder makes the cardholder confused, such as saying your rate will never change. As the Card Act legislation, a rate can't change within that first year of opening the account. But a variable rate, if you have a variable rate card, which is very different than a fixed rate credit card, a variable rate can change at any time.
The 16 to 25 age demographic is targeted the heaviest from credit card companies. They feel if they get them now, they'll have them for life. Now, the Credit Card Act is a game changer. Now only those 21 and up can obtain a credit card on their own.
There are new rules that go with that. You have to have proof of ability to pay, or you have to have a co-signer who has proof of ability to pay on that account. Yes, we do at PEFCU, we do have many of our Purdue students who have credit cards with us, but we've always had a very low credit line for them. We've always wanted to protect them from that.
Professor Chakravarti says even with the Credit Card Act in place, cardholders still need to act responsibly.
Credit cards should not be used irresponsibly, and you should use it, if possible, try to pay off the entire balance at the end of the month so that you get free credit for about 21 days. Ideally, don't be a revolver. Don't try to revolve credit, pay it off.
PEFCU is offering help to people that are having trouble understanding the new bill payments or statements. For links to other helpful credit websites, click on this story at WLFI.com. Ava Wilhite, News Channel 18.